Hey, it's BT with the BT Sessuring GP review and mid-season report. I'm gonna put them all together because, come on, we all saw that race. Let's be honest here. We all love GP. It's in our blood. It is our life's passion. Even if you have kids and a wife, you go, I kind of like GP better because GP doesn't really require me to make child support payments. But still, I mean, you love your family, but GP is life. Anyway, let's get to it. I think once the bikes were off the trailer and after FP1, everybody's like, okay, it's going to be Marquez's to win. But you know how I do. Moto3 first. Moto3, does anybody want to win this championship? Seriously, does anybody? But that's what makes Moto2 great, is that we've had 8 winners in 9 races. How great is that? Only 2-time winners, Tony Arbolino, De La Porta, God bless Lorenzo De La Porta, but Marcus Ramirez, what a teammate that guy is. Instead of going for the win, he blocked Canet. Whoa, you know what that's like? It's like being at a bar and you see a hot chick, right? And she's kind of talking, but your boy is like, oh man, she's beautiful. And you go, you know what, man? You my dude. Let me go talk to her for you. And you go in and say, hey, are you single? She said, yeah. So, like, whatever. You go, my friend likes you. And she goes, really? And you put it, and you match them together, and they're like happy, and they get married, and you go, you know what? It could have been mine, but I let you have it, bruh. Because, you know, you my dude. That's what Marcus Ramirez did. He could have tried for the victory, but he blocked Canet and let De La Porta win, have his first victory, because Ramirez was already there. So De La Porta popped that cherry. How great is that? Now, he's leading the championship. It's going to be great. Moto3 is great. Like I said, nobody really wants to win the championship. I'm sorry, I'm spitting. I'm so excited. It's disgusting. But anyway, look at everybody. No one's really consistent. No one's really consistent. Like I said, you got 8 different winners in 9 races. It's been a great season for Moto3. I know everybody loves GP. Everybody loves the big bikes. Chicks dig the long ball. But Moto3 is actually the best race in 8 different winners. Nobody really wants to win the championship. If Antonelli would put it together, he could be in the championship. He's still 3rd. That's how great this championship is in Moto3. Watch Moto3. I'll come back to the Rider race and heartbreak for Moto3 later. Moto2, let me tell you something. Props to Alex Marquez for winning the race, especially coming back from last year. But last week with Aston because Lorenzo Baldassari put him out, and I'm very sorry. I want to say I'm sorry. Baldassari, if he gets it together, Baldassari is the Iannone of GP. Not in the sense he's crazy, in the sense of he's probably the most talented of all of them, but he can't put together back-to-back weeks, and it takes consistency. He's not consistent, but Lorenzo Baldassari, to me, is the best racer when it comes to pure racing. If he gets it together, I think he can beat all of them, but props to Alex Marquez for doing what he's got to do. Marquez is on that march like he did in Moto3. You remember in Moto3 when he won the championship that year? He wasn't dazzling, but he put it together. He was consistent, and he won when he had to win. I think it's going to be Alex Marquez is to lose. God bless the guy who put it together. But watch for Brad Binder. The great thing about KTM wants to win. They all want to win, duh. They all want to win, duh. But KTM wants to win bad. Brad Binder, I think, is going to be in GP next season. I think Happy Sarden is going to be in Moto2. As kind of well he should be, no offense to him. But then how great was it? I know I'm skipping around. How great was it to see Jonas Folger back racing again? It's great. He really should have lost his seat, but he got sick, and hey, that's business. You got to do what you got to do. Anyway, Brad Binder is going to be incredible. What Brad Binder's doing, 2 podiums in a row. Brad Binder is the man to watch for next season, the second half of the season. Watch him. I think he's too far back really to go for the championship, but you never know in this crazy world, man. You never know in this crazy world. Watch for Brad Binder. He puts it together. A couple more victories. You never know. Let's get to the GP. Like I said, it was over. When FP4 happened, after FP4, it was over. Marquez, when he crossed the finish line like this, I mean, that was cocky, but it was so apropos. I mean, it was like, yeah, you know, I'm just doing what I got to do to win. That was a masterclass. Marc Marquez, I mean, I know they say the championship's not over, but let's be honest here. Barring just catastrophic, like a training accident, knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. Nobody wants it. But he does have a girlfriend, so you never know. They might be in a lover's quarrel right before he goes out. You know, maybe he's at Phillip Island, and she goes, oh, by the way, I think I'm pregnant. He goes, what? You're pregnant? And he goes, you might have gone to Lukey Heights thinking your girlfriend might be pregnant. He's like, oh, there's the ocean. So you never know, but for the most part, it's over. Marquez, he's in the class by himself. Let's just be honest here. He's doing, like I said, it's Marquez and it's the rest of them. Ducati Let me tell you something. Even though he's being a perfect team player, Petrucci could finish runner-up in this championship. I know he wants to help his teammate win the championship, but let's be honest. Dovey is not. I don't know what it is with Dovey. He's not really doing it. Their tracks are coming up. You got the Bruno. You got the in Spielberg. Their tracks are coming up, but for the most part, you got to be consistent, man, on the track that you're not good. On the tracks that the Honda supposedly weren't good, Marquez still finished second. I mean, barring Austin, he still finished second. That's his worst finish is second. That's his worst finish, other than his that did not finish in Austin. Other than him crashing out in Austin. His worst finish when he finishes the race is second. I mean, who's going to rough him up? I mean, seriously, Maverick Vinales, great job what Vinales is doing. I think he's doing well. Maverick Vinales is racing real well, but at the same time, no offense to Rossi, but where's Rossi at to rough him up, to rough Marquez up? He's nowhere to be seen. Maybe Fabio. You got to give Fabio credit for, even though he crashed out. You know, he's like our people's champ. Everybody loves Fabio. Everybody loves to see what Fabio's doing. It's great. And plus, he's, it's on a satellite team, so we like it. It's a new team, new satellite team, so you got to love Fabio. Who else is there? Rins, Sideshow Bob, as I like to call him Sideshow Bob because of his afro. Sideshow Bob crashed twice. I mean, you got to be consistent, Rins. He's smooth like Lorenzo. He's smooth like butter on linoleum on a snowy day as you're walking across the kitchen floor. That's smooth. But at the same time, he still crashes. You got to stay in it to win it. Props to Johan Mir. Raced a great race. Johan Mir was in it. He might be coming on the second half of the year. Suzuki's looking great. So what do we got going on here? Okay, we got, and let's talk about Moto E. I'm not going to discredit Moto E. I watched Moto E. Let me tell you something. I know people are going to bitch and complain. It doesn't sound like the big bites or whatever when they fire him up. And granted, it does sound like, is Dad shaving? Are you shaving? Dad, are you shaving? It sounds like, But at the same time, it's great racing. It's less than 10 laps, so it's a sprint. They don't have to watch the tires. It's an all-out sprint. So you gotta watch Moto E. I don't want to hear anybody say anything bad about Moto E. Watch Moto E, and it gives other riders a chance to show they still love the race, and they're still basically in GP. So you gotta love Moto E. Props to Nikki Tooley, and props to my buddy Bradley Smith. Man, I feel bad they had a red flag in the last lap. I really think it was going to be a great battle for see who won the race. But anyway, so mid-season report, and with Sasha Ring, it was Marquez to win. He's a king, a decade of dominance, a decade. That's 10 years of nobody touching Marquez, and that's because pretty much all left turns. Who designed that track anyway? The Germans. All left turns, and the right-hand turn, oh, by the way, is the scariest turn in GP. You're going full speed on tires that are cold. Anyway, mid-season report, like I said, this is going to be Marquez's to lose. I like to see what happens with, I think Vinales is going to make a great run. I could be wrong. I think he'll make a great run. The Rossi situation, man, it's hard to watch. I don't know what his deal is. People are going to be talking. I know Rossi's disappointed. I think we're all disappointed. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Rossi, man, coming back for next season. I know he's trying hard. I don't know. I don't know if he knows what the deal is. It's hard to watch. It really is. Hopefully, coming back, like I said, Bruno, see how well he does at Bruno. I don't think he's going to do well at Spielberg. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope when I'm wrong and he sees me, he goes, But I can't see it. Maverick's looking good. The second half of the season, personally, what I see is Marquez is going to sew this up. He should sew this up by Motegi, the way it's looking. Before the flyaways, he should sew this up at the first of the flyaways. Maybe Motegi. Yeah, that's what I think. Unless something great happens, I can't see anything else happening. Nobody really wants to win that championship. Nobody's even close. Dovey's got to reel off. Dovey's got to run the table, and nobody's going to run the table in GP. Nobody is. I think Petrucci is going to maybe get runner-up. Petrucci's looking good. Maybe get runner-up. We'll see. Anyway, mid-season report. Let's go to Rider of the Race. Rider of the Race, Moto 3. You got to give it to Lorenzo Della Porta. Great job. 4 runner-up. Like I said, he was like, Lorenzo, you'll win. He's and he won. Props to Marquez Ramirez going, hey, man, look, I've already won here. You have her. And he won the race. Great teammate, Marquez Ramirez. Heartbreak, Moto 3. The VR Sky 46 team, Valentino Rossi's team. Faggio and Viete crashed out. No points for that team. That's the heartbreak. Moto 2, rider of the race. I got to give it to Marcel Schroeder, man. He gets a podium at his home race. A lot of pressure, and he did it. Props to him. Heartbreak. Iker Luciano, you know what I'm trying to say. Iker Luciano crashed out in the final sector. Oh my God, I felt for that kid. He was racing a great race. He was going to try to give it to Schroeder. Luciano, heartbreak of the race. Man, I felt for that kid. MotoGP, rider of the race, gotta give it to Cal Crutchlow. Cal Crutchlow had a broken leg, basically. A lot of pain. He was grateful to win. He was in a lot of pain. Gotta give it to Cal Crutchlow, man. He gritted it, grinned and bared it, and he got a podium. Good for him. Heartbreak, Fabio Quartararo. I felt for that kid. He cold tires. Hey man, he'll be back. And he had a separated shoulder. He has arm pump with juice leaking out of his arm. Okay, fluid leaking out of his arm, and he had a separated shoulder. So heartbreak to Fabio, man. He was trying to hold it together. Moto E, rider of the race, Nicky Tully. He's the first one to win Moto E class. Heartbreak is Bradley Smith. Also, Bradley Smith, because I think he could have won, but it was a red flag. But also, he's the only rider to get a podium in Moto 3, or it was 125. Moto 2, MotoGP, and Moto E. He's the only rider to do that. Props to you, Bradley Smith. I love you, kid. I give the Sachsenring race, no offense, I give it a C. The racing was I give it a C. C plus. I'm gonna say B minus. I'm B minus. I can't give it a C. B minus. You can tell they were ready. They're ready for the break. All those guys are ready for the break. They're gonna come back, juices recharge. I'm gonna give it a B minus. Mid-season report, like I said, it's gonna give it to Marquez. I think the racing's been okay. I want more battles at the front, so I give the racing. I give it a B plus. I give the mid-season report B plus. Tell me what you think. BT, sorry it went so long, man. Sorry this took so long to get with you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until then, enjoy the break. I will see you guys right after Bruno. Until then,